What if Oda has been keeping the secret of the One Piece near and dear to his heart for a reason? Spoiler warning to all my corazones. I think I figured out what the One Piece is. What if the One Piece is a living entity that produces its own unique form of free, everlasting energy? This energy manifests itself into will and dreams. In my opinion, one of the most important aspects of the story is sound and rhythm. Oda has made it very clear that sound itself is crucial to understanding what the One Piece is. Look at all the ways Oda has tried to tell us this. Bink Sake, the voice of all things, Laugh Tell, the golden bell of Shandora. When struck, it plays a beautiful song called The Singing Voice of the Island. I mean, just look at the currency of the One Piece world. When you take a closer look at it, doesn't it look very familiar to a musical note? And I also think it's funny that out of all the possible crew members that Luffy could have wanted, he wanted a musician the most. Is it because he has always had the drums of liberation? Speaking of drums and hearts, the very first time we hear about the Will of D is on Drum Island. But what's more interesting is the reason why the Straw Hats went to Drum Island in the first place. The heart of the crew contracted a disease on Little Garden from a tick. When first diagnosed, Dr. Kureha said if left untreated, Nami's life would end in 5 days due to what? Heart failure. Take a look at Dr. Hirolik's speech.
Hey, when do you think a person dies? When a bullet from a pistol pierces his heart?
I think Oda was trying to tell us something in Drum Island with all the heart references he made. I mean, let's not forget that Dr. Hirolik had a fatal heart disease. Let's talk about gold. I always ask myself, why are goldfish orange? Never mind, that's beside the point. Gold in the story of One Piece often symbolizes wealth,
fame, power. Gold Roger.
Gold is actually a good conductor of the world's energy. The ancient kingdom could have discovered the truth of gold not just as currency, but as a means of channeling and storing the One Piece's energy. Maybe this is why gold is so coveted in the One Piece world. It has the potential to store and amplify the free energy produced by the world's heartbeat. You see, I was rewatching the anime and I accidentally paused on this scene right here. You see, in this scene, Eno talks to Nami about the City of Gold. And there's a lot of things going on in this picture. For starters, it looks like Shandora is enclosed in a giant bubble. Was this done on purpose? I'll get to bubbles in a bit. Shandora in this screenshot looks like it could have been some type of ancient electrical conductor. Now honestly, this whole section of my theory has some Tartarian Empire vibes to it. And if you see my Meta War video, you know I believe Oda is blending in real-world conspiracy theories into One Piece. For those who may not know about the Tartarian conspiracy, here are some cliff notes. The Tartarian Empire conspiracy is a fringe theory that suggests that there was a massive, advanced global civilization called Tartaria, ancient kingdom. Now, this ancient kingdom has been said to be deliberately erased from history. Void Century. It was said that Tartaria had access to free energy and were wiped away by a giant mud flood. The One Piece world is literally flooding as we speak. I want to shift the topic over to bubbles. Islands like Sabaody Archipelago and Fishman Island might be a form of the world's energy. Bubbles can be a physical representation of the heartbeat's pulse. The bubbles found on Sabaody Archipelago are made from a special resin secreted by the mangrove trees. These bubbles are used for many things, coating ships, forming protective barriers, and many other things. Dr. Vegapunk's research likely expanded on this technology. Vegapunk has developed a special type of bubble that can neutralize powers from devil fruit users, as seen in their ability to pacify the Seraphim. Another thing that connects Dr. Vegapunk and Bubbles is Kuma, the man that uses bubbles to store and release energy. After all, it was Kuma that sent Nami to Witheria. There is no other character that has a close affinity to Bubbles like the way Nami does. From using Bubbles with her signature weapon, the Climatact, to being actually turned into a soap bubble herself. I want to talk about gold and Nami's connection with it. Her love for treasure may have a deeper meaning. Her desire for gold could be an unconscious recognition of its importance. As a navigator, Nami's role is crucial. After all, she's a big reason why they figured out that the City of Gold was in the Skull's right eye by overlapping the Jaya and Skypiea map. Maybe Oda knew this when he designed the first ever color spread. One more topic I want to bring up is whales. In my opinion, I believe Oda loves to use whales as a reference to Laugh Tale or the One Piece. Add in the fact that Oda will blatantly draw them with crowns, maybe to symbolize royalty. Neptune's pet, Ho, the giant whale in chapter 471. Color spread 100 and 1000. Yes, Nami and whales have a deeper connection than you thought. One Piece manga chapter 8 gave us Nami's first appearance, along with the first appearance of a whale in the story, in the form of a whale fountain. Gold, sound, and bubbles. All of these things play a pivotal role in what the One Piece can be. First, I want to say I believe that all those theories about the One Piece being inside a giant whale can be true. We have seen island whales. Now what if there exists a world whale? What if the One Piece is not a mere treasure, but the world's actual heart, hidden away for centuries? The heartbeat that it generates produces a sound so beautiful it manifests itself into the form of free energy. After all, whales are known for their complex and sophisticated communication systems, which play a crucial role in their navigation. You see, Nami's unique connections to gold, bubbles, and hearts, especially ours, link her directly to this treasure. You see, for Nami, it's always been about the treasure. And what better way to honor the heart and soul of the crew than by giving her some well-deserved restitution? She is the heartbeat of the Straw Hats' journey. Navigating them through every storm, she is what keeps their heart on course. You see, for me, the most important piece of this theory is how transcendent it would be if this theory was true. From my perspective, Ichiro Oda is Gold Roger. And just like Roger set the pirate era into motion, Oda set our era into motion. It dawned on me why Roger laughed, or in my opinion why he laughed and cried. If Oda represents Gold Roger, then finding the One Piece symbolizes essentially the end of the journey. It would symbolize Oda leaving his heart and soul into the story that has changed so many lives. You see, guys, Ichiro Oda was telling us all along to go find his treasure. Go find his heart. Go find his life's work. It's been there in our faces this whole time. He was telling us to go find romance. And when we do find our One Piece, we all will laugh and cry. But in that very moment, we will all be brothers, connected by the journey. So thank you, Oda. Thank you for leaving your heart for us to find. Thank you for creating My Pirate Era and fulfilling the romance in our hearts.